welcome back, I guess, after our brief Memorial Day vacation. I hope your Memorial Day weekend was great. It is the Slamcast. The two-man booth is in effect. Nick, how are you?
I am good. Going to an independent show tonight, and I do want to say Tommy Dreamer's Twitter from last night. It's 9 Dear Great Falls, it's 9:15 p.m. Why is it still light out? Well, Tommy, welcome to Montana. You must still be on East Coast time.
That is a little weird, because usually by 9 o'clock here, it is somewhat dark. I mean, now it's like we're entering into the early parts of the summer. It's, maybe like dusk. But usually by 9 o'clock, yeah, it's usually very dark. Are you telling me at 9 p.m. there's still daylight in Montana?
Yeah, the sun's starting to go down at this point, but yeah, it's still fairly light out. Well, because if you think 9 o'clock in New York is 7 o'clock here, and it's bright as fuck out at 7, so, yeah.
It's just good. It's fucking mind-blowing, man. You just blew my mind with that, man. Mm-hmm. Talk about mind-blowing news. We got a lot to talk about over our holiday break. It's almost like we planned it like that way when we absolutely did not plan it. It's a happy accident.
And holy shit!
We have had a whole lot of happenings. So let's just start at the beginning.
With Extreme Rules.
Extreme Rules was a great pay-per-view. Now that we've had 2 weeks to dissect it, it was a really, really a great pay-per-view. I can't really recall any highlights, but let's just talk about the big one. Hallelujah, he is risen. CrossFit Jesus is back.
Oh, man, it was just that ending, that match with AJ and Roman was great. The phenomenal form countering to the spear. Roman celebrating as he's getting booed out of the building again. And all of a sudden you see the crowd start to react, and it's like...
What's happening? What's happening?
Here comes Seth, bing, bang, boom, pedigree. I drop to my knees in my room like, thank you, Based H. He's back.
Oh, my God. Thank you, modern medicine.
Really? For a guy that completely blew out his knee, ACL, MCL, meniscus, like all that, just...
Yeah.
Just done.
You don't normally come back in less than 6 months from that. That's usually at least a year-long injury in some cases. For most mortal men, but Seth did it in the time that he did it. And what an impact to make. And he comes out and he cuts a great promo the next day because, everyone was eating it up, new tights, new gear, new logo, everything. And, you think he comes out in this nice suit like he's going to, he's soaking up the reaction, thinking that he's going to say, well, thank you. And he's just like, no, you think I just forgot about all the stuff you guys hated? You guys booed me. You called me the weakest WWE champion of all time. And just basically says, it's not me, it's you. I burned all your letters.
Oh, man, just perfect.
How great was that?
Perfect.
Perfect heel work by Seth Rollins. Not to be outdone, though, on the night, we did catch another... a shocking promo, you could say. Charlotte cut ties with Ric Flair.
Yeah. And I will say this whole Dana Brooke pairing, it's obviously thrown together last minute because Emma got hurt.
Because of Emma's injury. But happy accident. I mean, this could work out very well in Dana Brooke's favor because she's going to be now, instead of attached to a mid-card women's division wrestler heel, she'll be attached to the top women's division heel.
And also, if you're going to pair her with anybody for her to learn off of, Charlotte's definitely not a bad choice.
Charlotte, who's also learning as herself, but yeah, it's a great pairing, and I like this. I mean, I've said this before in private. I don't know if I've said this on the podcast, but I like the idea of Charlotte building her own group, her own horsewomen, if you will, and then not using, the
Bayley, Sasha, or Becky, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if they wanted to do that and turn them all, I don't know if that would all work. barring that happening, have her pick 4, 3 other girls that she could, bring up and elevate to her level. Dana Brooke could be that one. That could be her Arn Anderson right there. I bet Dana Brooke has average size, average speed, average wrestling ability, average carpentry skills. Enough to parlay that into a wrestling career. But, so 2 very big storylines happening on Monday, all set across the backdrop of what was an an internet-shaking release over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
WWE came to terms with the release. I still haven't, though, with Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, it's
completely out of left field.
Yeah, he's just straight up asked for his release, and I guess Eden Styles is also gone as well as his wife, so it's...
It was completely out of left field. I mean, we thought maybe something was coming. They were going to retool his character, maybe, and getting him ready for a new push. But
did you ever see the video that popped up? It was like a prototype trailer, the Rhodes Industries thing.
Yeah,
and it was him and his wife, and they were doing this whole thing.
But yeah, he was going to try to be like this Tony Stark of wrestling.
Yeah.
Which I thought could have worked very well. I guess you could give him. I always believed that Cody was the type of performer that if you give him the platform to do it, he can at least do what you ask him, and then if he hits it out of the park, and it becomes a thing that gets super over, why not? I mean, he was selling the Stardust thing for a while. It just kind of lost its momentum. I mean, it's a loss for WWE, but because the WWE constantly has this reserve of talent, they're not. It's not gonna be that big of a loss. I believe Cody Rhodes could go someplace else. I mean, he did pull this internet grabbing moment a week later by posting a quote-unquote list of talents he would like to face once his 90-day no-compete clause is over with in WWE.
The Young Bucks, Dalton. Actually, Cody Rhodes versus Dalton Castle. Please book it.
Oh, please.
Oh god! And then the Young Bucks post something. Super kick, super kick, super kick.
I mean, it's become now the latest meme. Wade Barrett was the first respondee when back by people he wants to work. Papa Shango.
Yes. Oh god! Did you speaking of Wade Barrett? Did you see the picture he posted in response to Rusev grilling?
No.
Oh god! There's a picture he responded to because there's a picture floating of Rusev grilling burgers, and then Wade Barrett tweets him one of him doing the same thing. So
who's having more fun?
Exactly. It's like
I think Wade Barrett is Stu Bennett is having a lot more fun right now because he's sitting at home or doing whatever he wants to do.
Yep.
And living the life.
Exactly.
I think it's a close finish because Lana, but
hello, yeah, but I mean Rusev is the U.S. champion, which
Congratulations to Rusev, and I liked how he's doing
the accolade.
The accolade is like sort of like a back kind of like rear naked choke.
Yeah, it just looks like he's just rearing back on the damn thing, and it looks fucking nasty too. Like,
yeah, it looks like a completely new move.
Yeah, and it also it's in a way it's gonna be that one like how Jericho doesn't use the old school lion tamer with the knee in the back.
Yeah.
Unless that's gonna be it. Like that's what Rusev needs to do when this match is gonna be over. That's how he locks it in.
I like just basically going back to what works with Rusev, booking him as the monster face. I believe that's going to be it. And a lot now, the way they were setting it up on Monday, we got a big return on Monday from someone who we can't see, and his name was John Cena. I did that surprisingly low key, but Now, the fact that they didn't have John Cena interrupt Rusev leads me to believe that Rusev is going to hold that United States title for a pretty long time. Through maybe even, have I even said it now, the big B word, SmackDown is going to be now live on USA Network every Tuesday starting this July.
Yep.
And we are now going into brand extension version 2.0. No official word yet on where people are going to and who's going to be running what, but it is going to be that is the terms that they are using. Brand extension.
Right. Now, this isn't going to be the end of NXT. It's not like that list that was floating around where there's a bunch of NXT calls like Peyton Royce and like.
Now, okay, I have an answer for that I think seems logical.
Okay.
You ready for this? This following makes this upcoming takeover is referred to as NXT Takeover the End.
Right.
Okay? NXT is going to have their first graduation ceremony. I think everybody that is currently down there on NXT and has been on TV in some capacity and worked their live shows and been on tour has basically learned everything that they're going to learn in the developmental system. This is NXT graduation. All those people, I think, are going to be called up. I really do hope we see Nakamura on Raw and all those other people make their way up because, again, if they're going to do brand extension, they're going to need a lot of talent across both brands. And right now, with people coming back from injury, they're still not quite there to have as robust of a roster for both Raw and SmackDown equally. So that's what I think explains that. And we'll see a whole new crop of NXT people come up and get their chance, essentially. And we'll have new NXT stars be made.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of that? Bold sweeping proclamation.
That's definitely an interesting... We'll see if it ends up happening, because I'm not so sure. I'm taking, that list with a grain of salt. And, I don't like the idea of calling that much NXT talent up, but then again, that's just me. And then the whole thing, the championships, what worries me, I don't want to see the world title split again. I don't want to see 2 fucking Money in the Bank matches.
I don't think we are going to have that. I think we're just going to, the world title is going to be the world title.
Yeah, and then, the traveling champion in a sense, and women's title and the tag titles, I think, need to be the same thing. But
exactly.
I think you can get away with having the Intercontinental title exclusive to Raw and the U.S. exclusive to SmackDown.
One or the other, exactly. I think one of those are going to be exclusive.
Because when I started watching, when I was able to watch SmackDown, when it would air at fucking 2 a.m. here, and I would just tape it every week, it was the U.S. title. I believe Big Show was the champion. Yeah, because Cena didn't win till WrestleMania, so it was watching guys like Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, the rise of John Cena. It was the mid card title. It gave the mid card something to compete for, and I think that's what they're going to go back for. They realize that they have a deep mid card roster, not quite guys that are superstar world heavyweight title material, but they do have a solid mid-card roster that they can split into both ways and have something to compete for. I think the Intercontinental title should have more prestige, so the Intercontinental title should go on Raw, and like you said, the U.S. title on SmackDown. The U.S. title is what helped make John Cena, and he got over organically, but that's a whole nother argument.
Exactly.
But speaking of John Cena,
lovely segue too, Nick. We did get the return of John Cena this week.
Wearing the Ellen shorts, but...
Yeah, well, hey, he's man of his word. She said if she gave him some gear, he would wear it. And he said, yeah, sure, and he did.
Yeah, so...
he also comes out.
Does the Memorial Day promo, which was great. None of his usual joking, just serious, good guy.
Exactly. It was, the Cena that everybody I think can get behind, that where he doesn't say any, it's not being too hokey. He's not
Dad jokes.
exactly dad joke Cena. Uh, and then we get an interruption.
And I thought it was going to be The Miz, honestly. I really thought it was going to be fucking Miz.
You know what made me not think that was because they did the promo earlier on in Raw with Miz, which but I guess before we get into that, they apparently found a good way to sweep away people who aren't being used anymore or currently at time don't have active storylines or can be used in matches. They're going to be sent to movies. The Miz, Social Outcast, and Naomi are all going to be in the Marine 5. Yeah, there's going to be a Marine 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
So, on to John Cena. That's the reason why The Miz wasn't there, because I think The Miz will be off TV filming off TV until the brand extension filming this movie, The Marine, which I don't know why it exists, but that's a whole other podcast. John Cena in the ring with AJ Styles.
Oh,
OMG.
I got fucking chills, man. I got fucking chills.
The face of two companies in wrestling in this country for a long time, and we're getting all the usual back and forth, and all of a sudden out comes Anderson and Gallows.
Yep.
And they're like, things just got interesting. Are they going to feud AJ with against these guys because it looked like they were breaking them up?
Mm-hmm.
And then, just when I think WWE gives me something I just didn't know I wanted, or I think they got me, they do something and completely top themselves by giving me exactly what I want. Having the Bullet Club beat down John Cena.
Yes! And all of a sudden Cena goes to throw a shirt in the crowd, he turns around, wham!
Oh my god, I got out of my seat.
Oh, I loved it.
It was absolutely glorious.
Oh my god, I'm just loving every fucking second of it. I mean, when Seth came back, I dropped to my knees in my room. Here, I'm just grinning like a fucking Cheshire cat. Because they just beat the piss out of him, and AJ goes out, goes back in, goes out, goes back in.
Yeah, when Gallows and Anderson have to be the person restraining you, that says something.
Yes.
I cannot wait for this feud. I hope it doesn't lead to the traditional John Cena, feud where AJ Styles will win the first match and then 99 of the matches that will follow, John Cena will win.
Although, it hasn't hurt Kevin Owens. I mean, he is in the Money in the Bank.
Hasn't hurt Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is in the Money in the Bank. Let's talk about Money in the Bank, too, because that's now beginning to take shape.
Yep.
Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, they basically compacted every feud that was in their upper mid-card level for the Intercontinental title. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, all of that. Dean Ambrose and Jericho in there. And Alberto Del Rio, because Alberto Del Rio is going to get booed out of the building no matter where he shows up, just because someone happens to be his destiny.
Oh,
I'm not going to talk about it.
I'm
not going to talk about it. I'm fine. I'm okay. Let's just move on.
Oh, God. Yeah, anyway,
Good.
So I cannot wait for this match. I'm sorry, just the idea of Kevin Owens with the Money in the Bank.
It seems more and more like a possibility every week. Everything we're hearing that is Kevin Owens is really getting behind the old man, or the old man is really behind Kevin Owens, if you want to say. When you hear stuff like that, it leads you to believe that this is going to be it. We are actually going to see Kevin Owens win Money in the Bank, and I can't even fathom. We got 2 more weeks of build up of this pay-per-view to this pay-per-view, but
yes.
I mean, I don't think I've been looking forward to a Money in the Bank ladder match or Money in the Bank pay-per-view like this since 2011.
Mm.
Yes.
Of course, Punk Cena in the main event. That was a fucking...
I know. Again, that was like, this is Money in the Bank is now becoming one of like an upper level show where, you know, you definitely want to watch it.
And honestly should be, because that Money in the Bank match, you know, that
because something
briefcase really...
Here's what I'm saying. Something happens at the end of it that doesn't just move along the storyline. It elevates somebody. I think there should be more pay-per-views like that. And I wouldn't be surprised if they start having these one-offs. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if King of the Ring makes its way back in some iteration where it will be a Raws leading to a network special outside of the pay-per-view. Or, you know, it won't be that month's pay-per-view. It'll just be some additional thing. Like maybe like before WrestleMania or something like that. King of the Ring. So you have the new King of the Ring going into WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised like they're having this Cruiserweight Invitational. That'd be something that's going to happen. They need wrestling to fill out the network. Because right now there's only NXT in the pay-per-views on the network. They need more live wrestling on the network. So these little one-off competition things, King of the Ring, maybe like ideally in my head, and I know they said this before, I would see WWE just emulate the G1, invent an entire month to a specific tournament, bring in talent from all around the world, truly have, you know, you can make a star out of that. I absolutely believe that could work. WWE could bring in somebody out of nowhere and have them, you know, just have a hot month, and then there you go. That's their next big star. People will get behind them. So
easy
peasy lemon squeezy. Money in the Bank is going to be awesome, though. There's some feuds on the horizon that are building, and I'd like to see them build. Obviously, Roman and Seth. Which should have been WrestleMania main event this year. We will see it at Money in the Bank.
Possibly could see it in the SummerSlam in a rematch. I mean...
Oh, well, so this good. I mean, like I said, we're going to get it in the summer. So rather than... doesn't matter when, really. The story's going to... I think the payoff is still going to be the same no matter whether it's in front of 101,000 people or, you know, 18,000 people. But, you know, well, let's just sit back and enjoy the ride.
Yep.
Man, we're really good at these short podcasts.
Yeah, well, we've got AJ Lee finished her first book.
AJ Lee did finish her first book, so that's something to look at on the horizon.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know if I'm going to buy it, but I will definitely...
I'll definitely buy and check it out. It'd be a hell of a...
I will read it in Barnes & Noble. Or if it's got a reasonable price sale on iTunes, I will buy it on iTunes. But yeah, that's gonna be something interesting. I can only imagine what she said. She wrote it herself entirely. No ghostwriter, no nothing, no co-writer, just herself. So that's an impressive accomplishment. I'm sure she'll have a lot to say about wrestling and the state of the business and being a woman in wrestling. So that...
yeah, and, you know, the dirt she can drop on WWE was going to be awesome. But I know, it's going to be a good read, I think. It's going to be definitely her perspective, and just, you know, it's no bullshit, no WWE trying to sugarcoat things and say, yeah, you got to tone this down, whatever. It's...
Can't say that.
Yeah.
Can't say that.
It's going to be her own thoughts, and if there's anything like her husband, she's going to be brutally honest. I think that's why I like her so much. She's just, no fucks given. No one of her and Punk are made for each other. They just don't give a fuck. So.
Yeah, man. So, Iron Sheik tweet of the week.
NXT TakeOver, the end.
Oh, NXT TakeOver, well, we still got 2 weeks away to go. It's building up to...
It's June 8th.
June 8th.
So,
we're gonna
yeah,
have
it's next week.
We'll probably have a show. Okay, so yeah, you want to talk about that then?
Yeah, I might as well go over predictions. I don't know if we'll record Wednesday or Thursdays, because if we record Thursday, it's already going to be over, so there's no point in doing predictions.
That's very true. All right, so let's do it now.
All right, so the controversy around the name The End. I guess it's just because they're going to get rid of the Takeover.
Well, here Taz brought up a very interesting point on his radio show last week. And I'll digress when I go into the ratings. This ties into the ratings. Raw has traditionally been slacking in that that third hour, 10 to 11 o'clock.
Okay.
It's not been the strongest hour. It's usually the middle part has usually been the strongest thing.
Right.
Would USA Network air an hour of NXT before the start of Raw? So now you have Shane or Stephanie running Raw. Well, what about Triple H? Out comes Triple H. I want my hour. Give me an hour out of say Stephanie's running Raw. Bam, give me an hour out of that. And that makes the old man makes everything even, and maybe that's they're transitioning. They're transitioning into that could transition into this new era in NXT that I think might be happening. NXT graduation, whole new show, new talent, new everything. Still have the show on Wednesdays on the network, but have a live NXT every Monday. So that way, Monday and Wednesday, and essentially NXT would bookend WWE program.
And in a sense, NXT will get first during the week, and they'd be allowed to flesh out more storylines. They'd be allowed to flesh out, maybe get more guys time on TV. That
exactly people that aren't ready. It gives a lot. It basically expedites the process from when people are fully trained, character developed, ready to go. Like there's usually that drop off. Usually a elongated time from when people get character and then are ready to go to TV. So maybe that extends that time or it decreases that time, but I think it's something to look out for on the horizon. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say because that's all I can really think.
And again, all at this point, it's really just,
bullshit and speculation, grand sweeping hypotheses. If I'm right, again, I will gladly claim my spot on the WWE writing staff. This podcast is definitely plugged. Whoever is out there is listening to it is the WWE. Our one listener is Vince McMahon.
Yes. Oh, God. Anyway.
They're giving them away for free! That's right. Vince McMahon listens. That's right. That's why I just hypothesized.
Anyway,
Vince
all right.
McMahon listens to wrestling podcasts.
Yes.
It takes our ideas.
As he's rewriting Raw at half hour before showtime. Anyway. All right. So this is definitely, we got a couple of good matches on here. We have the cage match, and that's going to be the main event. We've got the rematch, Jordan Gable. I'll just start from the bottom up. Ty Dillinger, who is in the CJ Parker spot, obviously. He's the guy that puts guys over, against Andrade Cien Almas. This is the former La Sombra.
Yeah. Obviously, La Sombra is going to win. I mean, this would be interesting though if this was the time that Ty Dillinger won. I don't think this is going to be that time.
Dillinger's been the guy, and he's make guys look real fucking good. So
he makes guys look good, exactly.
Come on, he's part of one of my favorite moments in WWE history when Shawn kicked Stan.
He kicked Stan. I think
I love that moment.
La Sombra is going to kick Stan a few times and probably do some flips.
Yep.
It's interesting, though, that he's going to take the mask off.
Yeah.
That's very, very interesting. They didn't do that when they brought Sin Cara Mystico over. They said, oh, we're going to take the mask. It's going to work. It's going to be the next Rey Mysterio.
Callisto, same thing.
Yep. Nope. They figured now that we have too many masks. We already have 2 masked guys. We can't have a third. We have maximum amount of masked people.
The mask quota.
The masked quota is 2. Oh, man. So, yeah. It's going to be interesting to see him in WWE. It's going to be interesting to see without the mask either.
Yep. So we'll see how this plays out. And I think it's going to be a really good match, you know.
It's going to be... Ty Dillinger will make him look really good. That's what we can say.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Austin Aries versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
And again, if anybody in WWE doubted Shinsuke Nakamura's ability to cut a promo, I present to you evidence A.
Last week's NXT.
Next week's NXT with him and Austin Aries.
Oh, that was good.
Absolutely hilarious promo.
Oh.
So this is going to be an interesting match because as far as ever since the Sami Zayn match, Nakamura's been pretty much having the same exact match with whoever he's been up against. Elias Sampson, whoever he's been thrown up against, Alex Riley.
Yep.
Whoever he's been thrown in there with, Ty Dillinger. Whoever he's been thrown in there with, it's pretty much been the same thing. Knees, blow some more knees, kick to the head, knee in the corner, reverse exploder suplex, Bomaye, go home.
Yeah.
Let's go home.
Yes. Oh, man, it's going to be definitely one that's going to be a highlight.
This isn't going to be that. This is going to be more towards the Sami Zayn back and forth, 2 guys having a great match, and this is why you brought Nakamura to WWE and to NXT.
Yep. I mean, even just what I saw from him in just live in Spokane, the tag match with Finn versus the Revival.
Finske?
Yes, Finske. Love that name.
That
was a fucking fantastic match, too. Just like, even when his music hits, like, the crowd just pops. So this will definitely be on the level of Zayn Nakamura from Takeover. I mean, I just went back and rewatched it last week for the, 5th or 6th time.
And again, I honestly think that he's only in NXT just to get him comfortable with America, because I think the audience is ready. I think if he shows up on Raw tomorrow, the pop would be as big as what Seth Rollins got.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there would be a lot of people who would react to that. What they would do after, who knows? But I think when he shows up on Raw, inevitably, he's going to do just fine. And he will be able to handle himself just fine. This match, though, I'm going to go with Nakamura.
Yep. I'm going with Nakamura as well. There's no reason for him to lose.
It's going to be a great match. He's going to go back and forth, but I think Nakamura is going to win this match.
Yep. All right. NXT Women's Title, Asuka versus Nia Jax.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this match because I like to see what Nia Jax can do with each additional week, month. You know, seems to be getting better each time she gets out there.
Yep.
I don't know though if she's going to be ready to win the title. Although at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if Asuka was just a transitional champion for this, the female version of Hogan and Andre when Bayley comes back and inevitably tries to claim her title, if that's the plan. But I'm going to go with my gut, and I'm going to go Asuka in this match.
I'm picking Asuka. Yeah, I don't really think they're taking the title off of her just yet.
Although Nia Jax right now would be the perfect time to do it.
Yeah, it would definitely be and then you're going to have that big moment whenever they decide to do it, when you have the next big top female babyface, whether it's Carmella or, just whoever may be to win it at a future takeover. So.
Yes.
All right. American Alpha versus Dawson and Dash. Funny enough, American Alpha, the only two guys my buddy Ty would boo in Spokane, only because they're former collegiate wrestlers. Yeah.
Just booed everybody?
Yeah. He was cheering for Alexa Bliss, and it was like, it was pretty fucking hilarious. Although he still had one of the best lines of the night when he yelled at Alexa, "Fix your wedgie and kick her ass." Like,
well, don't fix the wedgie.
I was like, yeah, how about no? But yeah.
Don't.
So yeah, he's that guy. So yeah, American. I don't think they're going to take the towels off just yet. They just won it in Dallas.
No.
These guys are in for a.
Although ping pong and the titles back doesn't hurt either teams. I think at this point, I think both teams are strong with each other when they're going after the belts. But yeah, this is going to be a good match. I think either way. So I'm going to go with American Alpha because. Yeah, that's what
I also don't think we're ever going to see a two-time anything in NXT.
No, I honestly don't. I don't think that's the point of NXT. It's not the point to have it two times. It's,
Yeah, it's like anyone that's won that NXT title, they're going to be heading up for the main roster pretty soon. So, or if you're insanely over like Enzo and Cass, they never won the NXT tag title.
They didn't need them. They didn't need them. It's going
to make it all that more special.
I think that's something
on the main roster.
I just think that's something that Vince didn't know what he had down there, and Triple H just said, "Trust me, this will work. Just give these guys a chance." And it's like, all right, we'll do it.
Vince is a man of opportunity, so.
And he gave two guys the opportunity, and they had an entire building chanting, "How you doing?"
Yes.
While another man, Cass read off different parts of cheese.
And I didn't mention from. Oh man, I guarantee you, there's no one scripting these guys. They're just.
Sky's the limit right now for Enzo and Cass. That's for sure. Absolutely for sure.
The main event.
So moving right along.
Steel Cage, Samoa Joe, Finn Balor for the title. That video package they had either last week or the week before. Where they have them both they're in the cage and like all the shadows. Like, okay.
Yeah, good job, WWE production team, as always, for having class graphics and packages, and just, really accentuates the drama of the situation.
Yeah. And this is the first time we've seen a cage match in NXT. They don't do the stipulates often, but man, when they do, it means something. I mean, they did the first ladder match, and that was Neville and Bo Dallas at, I want to say that was Arrival? Yeah, it was the very first NXT special, the first live special on the network before WrestleMania that year. And then they had Balor and Owens in Brooklyn, which, again, I feel bad for you guys because you had to follow Bayley and Sasha Banks, and yeah.
They did their best.
They did their best. They just couldn't follow those women, so...
They did those matches really good. I think the crowd had nothing really left to give.
They were fucking drained.
They had nothing left to give.
Yeah, and that's that just goes to show you how far the women have come in this company. Mm-hmm. From the fucking Bardol, pull them out of a catalog, how to wrestle, to actual women's wrestlers. The Divas title is gone.
2016, man, it's a great year. So, on the theme of two-time NXT champions, I don't think we're going to see it happening this year, this occasion, and I do believe that Finn Balor is only a matter of time before he's up on the big show.
Yep.
With his friends.
Yep.
Famous Suit is coming, that's all I'm saying.
Yep. So it's interesting how this plays out, because we're going into Money in the Bank. We're going to be we got Battleground, and then SummerSlam in a few months. This is going to be a fucking good match. Now,
it's going to be a good summer.
Any match man. That, if there is a little maybe a little accidental hard way blood, it's going to add to it. Like, I always thought cage matches, they should be bloody. There should be some blood. And, I know it's PG, you can't blade anymore, but Jesus, like, me and my buddy Ty were getting pissed. We were watching the match at Takeover, Dallas, when they kept fucking trying to wipe off Joe, and it was.
Yeah, that was bleeding profusely, and again, it's not, like it was 5 and 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm. But I think you can. Maybe if there is a hard way, I think you can get away with it. So I think, it doesn't need to be a bloody fucking affair like JBL and fucking Big Show and 2005 in that barbed wire cage match.
No, or anything like that. But it's.
But these guys are gonna beat the fucking piss out of each other.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be definitely a hard hitting match, and I think at the end of the day, Samoa Joe is gonna be left standing as your NXT champion.
And then who do you think will end up being the person to take it off of him when that comes? Or you think he's hold it for fucking 21 months like he did the ROH title for Austin Aries beat him for it?
I would say if anybody, they're probably going to gear up for Joe Nakamura. That's probably going to be his next big conquest. That's really it, man.
I could see that, and it will be their case of WWE, shut up and take my $9.99 because I will pay to see that match.
I may even fly across the country to watch. Care where that is. That's going to be a good fight.
Look, I'm the guy that when that NXT loop got announced around my area, I was like, tomorrow. So you kind of see the point. Like, just
it's just reasonably far.
Yes. Exactly. It's an exciting time. 2015, we were starting to see that transition into a new era. Now we're starting to see that new era.
Yes.
And now, where the fuck do we go from here? They've got so much talent on the roster, so much talent in NXT. Guys that are over like gangbusters, like No Way Jose and Nakamura and Aries and Young and.
I think they will be just fine. You're going to see a whole new era for NXT. That's why I think they're calling it the end. I think anybody who has been on NXT before it is going to be moved up to the main roster. I think it's called the end for a reason, and this is going to be the end of the road for this class of NXT people. And it's going to be, like you say, it's going to be like an annual thing. New guys will come, new people will come up. The roster is going to.
Yep, they're always talking talent. They're always, you always like Regal showing up at shows, and he's always scouting.
Exactly.
And there's a there's a guarantee. I'm going to independent show here in a couple hours. There's going to be guys that are on the show that could very well be in WWE at some point. So. Very
well. You never know, man. So, yeah, that's going to be our Takeover
blowout, CrossFit
review.
Jesus' return.
And everything else like that.
Everything.
Yep. Yeah, it's great. It is great. It's a good time to be a wrestling fan.
It is.
Because we're entering into interesting times. People wanted something to happen. Well, here we go. Something's going to happen. Going to shake things up big time.
Yep. Isn't the G1 Climax going on right now?
August. Battle of Super Juniors. The match that broke. You want to talk about them?
Yeah. I was trying to think which fucking big New Japan thing was going on. So it's the Super Juniors. Yeah. Ospreay, Ricochet.
Yeah, the match that broke the internet. If you haven't seen it already, I find a way to go see it because, talk about it's if you like the flip, flop, and fly style, as it's known, I call it. Mm-hmm. This is definitely a match for you because you're seeing two guys that can do it like nobody else, and they put on a match that's probably going to be a match of the year candidate. I absolutely believe so. Just for the insane athletic ability alone to do that, it's pretty great. It might not be for everybody, as I said. It's been a lot of wringing of hands and condemning of people for that and condemning
people that are probably a little too old school for their own good type of thing.
Exactly.
I don't have to agree with anything like Cornette or Vader says, but it's one of those things where it's a whole new era of wrestling where we have guys like Ricochet. We have guys like Son of Havoc and Phoenix and just the list goes on. of guys that are so athletic, can do so much cool shit, that somehow just...
You can't peg them. You can't expect everybody to work the same thing forever, because then it just gets boring, and then that would have killed wrestling.
Not like the poll Joey Ryan put on his Twitter that the thing that's killing wrestling most is his own dick. And by the way, last week, Lucha Underground, where Masquerita Sagra kicked Joey in the nuts and it had no effect. Yeah, I was wondering when Joey Ryan's dick-swinging antics were going to come to the temple, and there it is.
They had to find a way to work Joey Ryan's dick into the show somehow.
Well, you have to. That's his fucking gimmick. He's got the most powerful penis in wrestling.
It's very true. It's very true. All right, Iron Sheik Tweet of the Week.
Iron Sheik Tweet of the Week.
Jim, I talked to him. I want to know, are you the man or are you a fucking piece of shit? No good motherfucker. Fucking bullshit! Bullshit, Hulk Hogan.
I got a real simple one. This real old school Iron Sheik Tweet of the Week. This is really old school for Iron Sheik Tweet of the Week. What movie better? High School Movie 2 or Go Fuck Yourself, Jabroni 3?
Beautiful.
Keeping it simple.
And the answer to that, fuck of Jabroni 3.
Go Fuck Yourself, Jabroni 3. How about this? Happy birthday, Bob Dylan. Nobody understand what the fuck you say, but you still are intelligent.
There's your intelligent Jew update for the week.
It's Bob Dylan, intelligent Jew. Yes. All right. So for Nick Horaceck, you want to do plugs?
Well, yeah, plugs. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was your Iron Sheik Tweets of the Week.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was your Iron Sheik Tweet of the Week. An intelligent Jew update.
Fucking bullshit!
Now we can do plugs.
Now we can do plugs.
All
I'm
right.
so disjointed.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm over on YouTube at the Gaming Pegasus 187, Twitter Gaming Pegasus 187, Facebook Nick Horaceck, Wrestling/MMA Revolution is the Facebook group, Xbox Live, Instagram, Wii U Pegasus 187, The Extreme Enigma on PS4. Brandon, you're gonna get 2K17 on PS4 or Xbox One?
I'm probably gonna get it for. I don't know. Man. I mean. I don't know. I'm kind of pissed off right now with 2K16. I can't win the goddamn NXT title. So I don't really know at this point in time.
Well, give me a heads up, because I might just end up getting a PS4.
We got 9 months. We got an entire... We got 6 months to go. Yeah, in November. Yeah, I have plenty of time to make up my mind.
Yeah. I think playing on PS4 and I'm still increasing my library, so... Yep.
PS4 is kind of better.
Anyway, yep. I am going to be going to Big Time Wrestling in Great Falls. Mick Foley's going to be there. Chris Masters, Tommy Dreamer, Billy Gunn, and Brutus Beefcake, who hopefully will not be in the main event. Because, wait, Hogan's not here to be his buddy, so.
Yeah. Hogan, his lawsuit was held up.
Oh.
He might actually be getting $140 million from Gawker.
Yes. Yeah, Gawker, you should have realized everyone does the job for the Hulkster in the end.
Oh, brother.
Man, Shawn Michaels earned that one in 2005, and, well, that ended up being one of the most comical matches I've ever seen in my life, just because of the insane overselling. Ugh.
He's ridiculous. He proves that he could still be a dickhead.
Yeah, it's like, if Shawn wants to, he could still be a dick. But, fuck, man. Brandon, will you please take us out?
Yeah, you can find me on the Twitch TV, Brando Calrissian 420. Listen to all my various other podcasts. I am the Human Podcast Machine. Listen if you can. Subscribe if I let you. Shout out to Ronnie Green for that one. That was great.
Yes, I saw it. I'm like, oh god, that's fucking perfect.
That's good. I'm using that forever and ever.
Yes.
Three Boys Goat and Dancing Bear, Nerd Chronicles, all that shit. Brendan All Hope on the Twitter. Go support independent wrestling this weekend if you're in the greater New Jersey area. Ace Pro Wrestling, aceprowrestling.com. 67 Hathaway Street, Wallington, New Jersey, yada, yada, yada. The Patriot, Del Wilkes, is going to be there. Yes, the Patriot. As long with former WCW talent, Crowbar, and all the other superstars of Ace Pro Wrestling.
Yep.
You might
you're somewhere in the Montana area. I don't know if you have any Montana lists. Big time wrestling there in Great Falls tonight, and Missoula Friday, and then Billings Saturday. So, yeah.
Cool.
Support independent wrestling, grassroots of the industry. Any these young guys you may see on the shows this weekend could very well be the next big talent heading through NXT and WWE. So.
Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself. It's almost like I wrote that word for you to say. So yeah, for Nick Horaceck, for our other co-hosts that aren't here that we didn't assemble because we just want to bang this episode out quick, I'm Brandon Liggan saying go forth and spread beauty and light. Peace, love, and humpiness. And my damn theme song. Ow.